me, that's a strong sign. And I'm sure all of those Jesus' 12 disciples didn't always see eye to eye. They didn't always get along. But they would still follow the Master. And they wanted to be a part of what Jesus was doing. So I said that to say that we're going to have ups and downs. We're going to have a few fights. But I hope that we can work things out and that we get to a point where we're not always putting out fires. Not always starting fires and then having to waste a lot of time putting them out. We're not moving as fast as we should be moving. We're not doing as much as we should be doing. And this time I'm not going to blame myself. I'm going to look at each of you and blame you. Okay? But to a great extent, the responsibility is mine too, to make sure that you have what you need to work with. And I think I'm always trying to make sure that you do have it. We have the revised brochure, which consists of a number of pages, and I think this is going to be a standard one. I think it's pretty good. Jeff and I both agreed that some of the stuff that was in the original brochure should be reinserted in this that we're using. I'm gonna make up a bunch of the brochures, and I think we decided to go back to the spiral binder, the spiral or that tapered.
I like the spiral myself.
You like the spiral?
What do you like?
The tapered one was nice.
I like the tapered too. You know what I'm talking about? That tapered instead of those spirals.
On that curve, the spirals, when they sit on those things, those things break.
Yeah, they do.
So it's much more safer.
Yeah, I think the tapered is better. But and I know I'm going to have our business cards made for Carlton and for Dr. Green. I think Jeff, you need more business cards. You have business cards you need to?
Yeah, I'm moving.
I'm going to call around and see if I can get somebody to give us a deal.
I'm moving.
But of course I want to go to that same company because they already have that logo shot. And they have the best shot of the logo.
Can we produce that logo for us so that we get a better cover?
Cover. That's what I'm talking about. Cover like that. That's beautiful.
Yeah, I'd like to have that cover again. And then that way, the front layout would just be that logo, like I had once before. But I think this is pretty good. We got page 1 here, fully independent investigative and security service agency providing professional agents and officers on a short notice suitable to your particular needs and situation. We are licensed, insured, and bonded in accordance with the laws of the District of Columbia. We're on call 24 hours. This is similar to one of the original things that was in that original brochure. So, and then we're going to have our executives. We're going to do a new photograph with everybody that's here, because everyone here will have a key position in the agency. So we're going to have to do another Bravo is going. Right now he's back in Egypt. So he's still being a shareholder. He's still a participant. So we'll still keep his picture too. Oh yeah, that's right. When we do a new picture, we won't have him here with us. So we got that. Then we got about NPA's promises to clients and his team members and vendors. That's a pretty good write-up. I think we all agree that we keep that. Then we got the about NPA, which talks about from 1990 up until now. I mean, that's when it originally started the agency. In this era, yeah, it would be 1992. But we still have 1980 there, so maybe we should change that.
I would just say 1990. Okay.
No, 1980.
That's when it started.
Yeah. So maybe we'll leave that there.
Yeah, that's fine.
Longevity, you can't do anything but help us. And then we got the category executive protection, investigations, and consultant, uniform guards. We got that sheet. And then one of the sheets we reinserted customer satisfaction, which is something that hotels rely upon as far as training. They talk about customer satisfaction almost 70% of the time during their meetings, because this is what it's all about, our customers. And when I had this in the original brochure, I don't recall not one single client who didn't mention, I really like that section in your brochure about customer satisfaction. So it was a mistake taking this out of the ones that we distributed during the past year. So that's back in. Here's another one all my clients used to be very impressed about. They like this one. Developing security program. Let us develop your security program. There again, customer satisfaction, quality evaluation report. Once we give them this, I've had clients call me up and say, hey, what about that quality evaluation report? Do you have a form for me to fill out for that? Well, they actually evaluate our service. So we'll have to develop a form, give it to all our clients.
You can go over the other ones.
You know, strong potential clients, which is UDC, would definitely do that.
Yeah, so it said quality evaluation report. This is our pride and joy. National Protection Agency asks for your help as our client in completing a quarterly evaluation of our services. The evaluation form will be sent to you on a quarterly basis. So we're saying that we're going to send them this form. We ask you to comment on the services which have been performed. And once we get this back from clients, we can always use that as one of our selling tools when we go to new clients. Hey, look, this is how our clients evaluate us. This is what they're saying about our service. This is what they're saying about our consultants, our EPA agents. This is what they're saying about our private detectives, blah, blah, blah. So we need to develop that form and get it out. In fact, it would be great to give Jim one this morning. So,
We just got one from it, right? That was perfect.
And here's the other one. These last 3 pages are from the original brochure that helped solve the $3.1 million worth of business. So I have no idea why I decided to take them out and do something completely new. Sometimes new is good, sometimes it's best if you got a good track record and you've been operating at a level that's satisfactory to you. It's probably best to stick with some of the old stuff.
Right. Personally, I totally needed the book.
Yeah, Jeff was the one. Jeff encouraged me to go back to this old. He sure did. And you know what? When I thought about it, after Jeff mentioned that to me, the first thing I did, I went in my file cabinet and I found one of the old brochures and I went through it and I put myself in the perspective of being a client reading that, and I said, you know, this worked and it's good. We need to reinsert this in some of the new information. So that's what we did. We got the special services section, which covers basically all the services we provide in bold print: investigations, executive and dignitary protection, security inspections, special occasions, special police officers and security guards. I mean that.
Which we probably do with security, especially for safety and security especially.
Yeah.
That'd be great.
Well, you're good at changing that. So. And then finally, the corporate vision, which was done in 2000, kind of a pathetic word, because I spoke about terrorism. On American soil, which at that time there was no 911, and a lot of people used to ask me, why are you always talking about preventing terrorism and blah blah blah. Now we know why. So we're not going to change this. I think it's, even though they say 2000, leave it like it is, because they said, hey, these guys were talking about this. Was this really done in 2000? So, you know, these guys are innovative and they have vision, foresight, hindsight. And then the last page will be just a caption of the service and the 24-hour number. Real quick, because I know we got a lot of things to cover here. Let me flip this over because this will be, if we started back here at 11:30, we probably be halfway done. And I didn't know Jim was going to come as quick. I thought he was going to wait till almost the end of the meeting. We don't have to really stick with this. We still got some time. I think we got enough time to cover some really basic stuff. Order of discussion. Of course, I'm already talking about business progress. The first quarter for NPA was tremendous. We did really good, and I wish we could have maintained that pace. And that was because of the contract at the World Bank, the counter surveillance operation that we participated in. It really boosts our credibility. It's a fantastic thing on our resume. The company has been surviving off the net profit from that contract is what has been sustaining the company as far as overhead, administrative stuff, bills, telephone calls, fax, and all of the ordinary supplies that I use on a daily basis of putting out material and stuff. The NP from that one contract is really almost exhausted now, and it's a shame that I have to use all that NP, the net profit from just that one contract, to sustain the NPA up until now, which is almost 2 months later, 3 months later. It would have been great if we could have had some other good stuff coming right on top of that. Then we would be in a position to designate some advance funds for going out doing sales, which is something I always have wanted to do for everyone that's involved with going out trying to do sales. I don't think it's fair that you should go out and use your own gas without the company picking up the cost. I don't think it's fair that you should have your nice suit that you're wearing out on sales and not being paid to be pressed by the agency. And of course, I don't need to tell you all, if we had the money, you would have it in your pocket too, believe me. God is my witness, you would have it too. So we have made some progress. I did a overall statement of all the clients we've serviced for the first quarter and the second quarter, and man, we have serviced about, I think, well over 15 accounts. You know, they've been small. They've been those chaperone deals, and but man, we have serviced about 15 accounts during the first quarter, the first 4 months of this year.
That's what I was going to ask you. When did the quarter start? So it's
the first quarter started January to March 31st. We're now in the second quarter, and this quarter is January, February, March, April, May, June. This is actually the last week, 2 weeks of the second quarter. The third quarter is going to start July 1st. The third quarter is crucial. If we're not able to secure X number of contracts in the third quarter, which is July, August, September, we're in trouble. We're in trouble. We're in trouble, and the agency will be in trouble. Taxes, finances, stability, and growth and development of the NPA. I mean, growth and development and net profit. Unless something major occur during the next few weeks before this quarter, the second quarter in, and the beginning of the third quarter, I'm telling you, gentlemen, we're going to be in serious trouble as far as keeping this agency afloat. We have some financial crisis now that we have to deal with. And I'm very good about pitching pennies. I don't abuse what little profit the NPA made on that World Bank contract, and that's the only one. That's the only contract where I saw that the company made a substantial profit. And I did take some of that profit and I invested it, because I have enough foresight now to know that if you don't use some of what you have that has materialized, that has produced some results, then you have nothing. Why have zero when you can have something? So I took some of that profit
5
and I
minutes.
invested in some
5 more minutes.
CDs and stock that was available at All First Bank. So I'm trying to get a little smarter about how to use the net profit. I'd rather have something sitting there than nothing. Even though I needed that money, I needed that profit to throw back out here and into uniforms, patches and stuff. But I said, okay, maybe, I'm sure we probably have some time to, let me put this on silent. And then I'm gonna stop in just a sec. I said we probably have some time to generate some more